Hey, it's Pastor Rick. I'm glad to be back. Listen, I want to share something with you. Now, it's going to be controversial. Okay, it's in chapter 2 of John, and this is where Jesus kind of, it seems like when you read it, loses it. Okay, he's going to get some whips out and karate swinging. Oh boy, don't miss it. John chapter 2. This is interesting. Here's what it says, verse 13. The Jewish Passover was near, and so Jesus went up to Jerusalem. This is John chapter 2, verse 13. Verse 14, in the temple, he found people selling oxen, sheep, and doves, and he also found the money changers sitting there. After making a whip of cords, he drove everyone out of the temple with their sheep and oxen. He also poured out the money changers' coins and overturned the tables. He told those who were selling doves, get these things out of here. Stop turning my Father's house into a marketplace. Boy, what a moment. Somebody said, well, that don't sound good, Pastor Ricky Temple. I hear you. What does it mean? Well, a couple of things. First of all, the key statement is what he said at the end. Don't turn my Father's house into a house of merchandise. That's what they did. You see, they changed the whole purpose of the gathering. Now it was all about selling and making money. That's right, Pastor Rick. I agree with you. Some people, it's all about the money, about them greenbacks. And you see, that's the problem. Oh, you're missing it too. Jesus wasn't against them having money. He wasn't against them selling stuff. They had to sell the stuff for people to offer because they didn't have those things. He had to sell the sheep and the dove. All that was necessary, but they went too far. It wasn't because he didn't want them to have a profit. He wasn't against entrepreneurship. He was saying, you've turned my Father's house into something it wasn't meant to be. People can't even worship in here. There's so many sheep and doves and everything. It's all the doors are blocked. This has become a warehouse. It's like a Walmart. This is when the church. It's not a Walmart. We can help people. But we don't need to turn it into a Disney World. That's not what it is. He said you've changed the definition. So here's a question. Is that what's happening? You're losing your purpose? See, I get it. Matter of fact, this kind of bothered me for a while because for a minute I thought you shouldn't do any business in church. The church is not a business. That's why you are broke, because you don't respect business. Now, this is not a call to ignore business. All the people that Jesus dealt with were business people. They own their own businesses. All the guys own farms. They own I can get it out here, fishing businesses. They were tax collectors. They were business people. Paul was a tent maker. Jesus was the guy that would come fix your house. He's a carpenter. He only spent 10% of his life, Jesus, catch this now, doing ministry full time. The rest of his life, he was working, doing stuff. He's a guy who would add on to your house. You call Jesus over and he'd say, Jesus, I want to add on to my tent. He said, well, I can add on a room back there if you want, and put some studs up. I mean, that's what Jesus did. He wasn't against business. He understood you had to take care of your family. He was against changing the purpose and becoming so focused on one thing that you forgot the main thing. That's it. Keep it right. The main thing, the main thing. Don't turn God's house into something it's not meant to be. You can have some money. You can have a business, but don't get confused. My name is Pastor Ricky Temple. Stay sharp. I'm going to see you next time. Got more to talk about. See you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.